Greetings, fellow gorehounds, and welcome back to a Blood Splattered vlog. I'm the Horror Guru.
And I'm Count Jackula.
And today we're going to be talking about Army of the Dead, the latest Zack Snyder zombie movie. You heard that right, Zack Snyder zombie movie. He's back making a zombie movie after Dawn of the Dead from 2004.
Yeah.
Not 2014, 2004.
17 years later.
Yeah, exactly. It is also the latest Netflix original movie, so naturally that means if you want to watch this movie, you gotta go check it out on Netflix. So go check it out there. Actually, I do think it's in theaters somewhere, so if you're
whatever.
If you're vaccinated, see it in theaters too if you want. Anyway, point is, Zack Snyder has made another zombie movie, Army of the Dead. I liked it.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
I liked it.
Yeah, this is a thumbs up. This is an A movie. Solid A.
I've long said that I kind of wish Zack Snyder had a different career trajectory, because I feel like he is far better suited for simpler movies like this. Yeah.
Then fuck that high concept shit. He is terrible at it.
Like the super high concept, super highfalutin, the super pretentious stuff.
Yeah.
He's really bad at it because he mainly sees things on such a surface level.
Yeah.
That it often like gets in the way of even some of his good movies. Like I liked 300 and I liked his Justice League movie, the Snyder cut. But even that had the problem that it thought it was more important than it was, which is like the pure definition of pretentiousness.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But this movie doesn't necessarily have that problem. This movie is actually just a pretty straightforward zombie movie with a really cool twist, and that being it's also a heist movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it could have also been called Heist of the Dead.
It totally could have been, but after having finally seen the movie, I kind of understand Army of the Dead, though I think Heist of the Dead would have been a more appropriate title overall. Yeah. Even though there is an Army of the Dead in this movie.
Yes, there is absolutely an Army of the Dead in this movie.
I thought this movie was a whole lot of fun. I had a couple complaints with the movie. When the movie first started and we were around the point when he's getting the team together.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, if the movie's just as good as it's been so far, this is going to be Zack Snyder's best movie. Now, over the course of the movie, I kind of developed a couple criticisms that prevented it from being his best movie.
Yes. I agree.
I still think Dawn of the Dead 04 might be his best at this point.
Yeah, I would agree.
But this is definitely one of the best movies he's made lately. And I'm including...
just because we're fucking saying it's not as good as the remake of Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
This is a really good movie.
I would put this above the Snyder cut of Justice League, and I actually enjoyed that cut.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Despite my complaints of that cut. One of the things I really like about this movie is that because it is a zombie movie and it is a little bit more straightforward compared to other movies he's been doing lately, like Watchmen and Justice League and the Superman of Steel movies, is a lot of the Snyder-isms are muted in this movie.
Yeah, they're still there, but they have a place. They work.
Instead of doing slow motion in every action scene, it's saved for the moments where you really want something to be hit a punch.
Yeah.
You really want to either feel an impact or you want to feel an emotional impact.
Yeah.
Which is how that's supposed to be used.
Yeah.
But he kind of started doing the Michael Bay thing where he does everything the same way.
Yeah, where he's just ramping it. Yeah, he was doing the same thing with the 360 shot. That he was doing that with the ramp down.
And I kind of appreciated that with this movie he went back to basics and started using it in more appropriate moments.
Yeah. With that said, however, there was one scene where I was like, all right, here's the thing. Here's a criticism of the movie.
Sure.
All right, first of all, movie's over 2 hours.
That's true.
That's not necessarily bad, but there is a good 10 minutes that could have just been removed.
I would agree. This could have just been a 2-hour movie flat. I don't think it needed to be 2.5 hours.
No. But there was a lot. There's just so many moments where you're just sort of like, all right, this is just a scene where you're just blowing up zombie after zombie after zombie after zombie after zombie.
Okay, that is actually a legit criticism I have of the movie, is that most of the really cool zombie killing moments happen in the opening credits of the movie.
Oh yeah, the opening credits. Like Watchmen, the opening credits of this movie are amazing.
And this actually points to another weird criticism I have with the movie. Zack Snyder in this movie utilizes a very particular lens that gets this really, really shallow depth of field, which means everything up close is super crisp, but everything behind that thing is blurry as shit.
Really out of focus, yeah.
And this lens looks beautiful in a lot of context, and he uses it to great effect in many moments in this movie. The problem is, he kind of overuses it over the course of this movie.
Yeah, there are a few scenes where you're like, dude, I think we needed a longer focal depth to pull this one off.
Yeah, and I know that part of that was compensating for a particular problem. For those of you who don't know, during the production of this movie, an actor, whose name I shall not mention because fuck him, got kicked off of the movie because sexual assault allegations came out against him from multiple women.
Yeah.
So they decided to edit him out of the movie and recast him with a woman, actually.
Yeah.
And she was green screened into all of his scenes. Now, she's only part of the main group for like the first half of the movie, but you could also tell that they were adding some blurriness to certain scenes in order to make her more seamlessly
overexpose it just a little bit,
just to make it more seamless when they added her into the scene.
Yeah.
So I think part of why it felt overdone was partially because of that.
Yeah. There's scenes where you can tell that that's there to compensate for the fact that it doesn't look quite right.
And I was willing to give it a pass for that alone until we got towards the later half of the movie when that character is somewhere else and that over shallow depth of field was happening throughout all the main climactic action sequences.
And the funny thing is there were a lot of scenes where it felt like, shouldn't you have just reshot this one? How come you couldn't have just reshot this one? All you need is all you needed was the helicopter thing.
As far as I'm aware, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but as far as I'm aware, the point in which this all went down and they started removing the actor from the scene, they had already shot the entire movie and production was over. Yeah. They were in post-production. And I have no idea in terms of budgeting what it would have meant to do a reshoot, because I already know this movie was more expensive than your average zombie movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good point. Yeah, maybe they just ran out of cash.
Yeah.
So well, the good thing is that you don't, except for a couple of scenes, you don't notice it at all. That really looks like she's just there.
Oh, yeah. She is put amazingly into the scene. There's only a couple scenes where you can really see the seams, but for most of the movie she's just there, and unless you are aware that she's digitally added in, you wouldn't even notice there was any difference. So I gotta give them super credit for that.
So we just ruined a little bit of the movie magic for you.
Yep, sorry. Sorry, spoilers. But I do feel like, especially when you compare the opening sequence, not the opening sequence, but the opening credits. The opening credits of the movie is a montage of various zombie mayhem, and it's shot way more like he shot Dawn of the Dead. With wide shots of crazy things happening, and and some of those are in slow motion. And I was kind of hoping that when it got to the action sequences towards the end, that he would pull out the camera a little bit and change the lens so that we can get some of those moments.
It would come back.
And unfortunately, that didn't quite happen. That doesn't mean there isn't cool shit that happens at the end. I just wish he had shot it without that lens for some of the action sequences.
Yeah. There's definitely some moments where it kind of, all right. Here's one criticism that I think I'm going to level at the plot of the movie.
Sure.
The story of the movie.
Sure.
There is definitely going to be a point where you're watching the movie and you're going to be like, oh, this bitch.
Yeah. Okay, so in terms of plot of this movie, mostly everything works. I really love the whole heist conceit, the Las Vegas being locked off, Escape from New York style, and them having to go in order to get this money. I really like that. It felt very Escape from New York. It felt very Doomsday, and that shit's great. And I actually thought that worked really well. I thought all the bickering and the dynamics of the heist team was top notch. It was at least it was on the level of, say, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Really fun and a cool, diverse cast of characters. I don't just mean diverse just in skin color. I mean the characters themselves are all very different, wild characters.
Yeah, there are a lot of characters in this one too.
And that all works. The actual core emotional struggle between the main character and his daughter could have been better.
Yeah. Well, like, at the beginning it was okay, because you kind of get it. It's sort of like, oh, and he and his daughter drifted apart because he had to fucking shoot his own wife in the head.
Yeah, well, you do...
All right, that's fair.
You do get to a point where even though you understand where the daughter is coming from, you also think she's kind of being a little stupid and naive. At least that's how I felt.
Well, it's one of those things where, well, that's a spoiler.
We'll get to the spoilers, and we'll get more in depth into that. But, but one thing I will say is that one thing that I do think Dawn of the Dead benefits from as compared to this movie is having a script with a James Gunn pass.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because James Gunn can write dialogue like nobody's business.
Oh yeah,
and this movie has great dialogue, but like you could definitely tell the difference between it and.
Well, like I'm definitely gonna say this, like the plot between like Bautista's character and his daughter. That's one of the major things that could have had time cut out of it.
Yeah,
you know, because like there's definitely a point where you're like, look, I know we're doing this and I know what's going on. Can we just get on with it?
Yeah.
You know, like fuck it. Like this is bullshit.
Without getting into the spoilers, I do like some of the like zombie lore shit they added to this, like some unique shit that is unique to the zombies in this movie. When we get to the spoilers, we'll go more in depth into that stuff because I don't know how much of that stuff is in the trailers for this movie. So we'll talk more about that. But they add shit to zombie lore that isn't in every other zombie movie, and I like that.
I think we should, however, take a minute to marvel and comment at how amazing the zombie queen was.
Oh yeah,
there's a zombie queen in this damn thing.
Yeah, she's amazing. Also, there's a zombie tiger, which I know was in the trailer.
Yeah, that was in the trailer. So you see that. And it is a Siegfried and Roy tiger. They tell you that, like, straight up.
Zombie tiger is amazing. 10 out of 10 zombie tiger. Like... So that's what, like, shit like that is why, like, even though I have my criticisms of the movie, I think the movie's a blast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I don't think most of my criticisms are gonna bug the average viewer that's just there to watch people die to zombies and watch zombies' heads explode, because there's plenty of that.
Yeah. I think Zombie Tiger was kind of the hidden star of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Because what's so great about that thing is that, okay, it's a tiger and it's a zombie. You're like, oh, shit. But... they did this really clever thing where they were like, you know, a tiger is still a cat, right?
Yeah.
You know, it still does cat things. Like,
well, one of the other things I also like about how they treat the tiger in this is that if you've ever played like a video game where you like enter a level for the first time and you see some sort of like giant monster thing, like either like through bushes or maybe like through wood panels or whatever, and it's like stomping around and then it stomps off. But you know
you know that's a boss monster.
Yeah, you know by the end of the level you're gonna encounter this thing.
Yeah.
They kind of treat the tiger that way, and I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh man, and I really liked Bautista. Like Bautista kind of plays the straight man in this team.
He does. He was really good,
and he did a really good job.
I felt really. The funny thing is, I kind of felt bad for both Bautista and the actress playing the character's daughter, because I'm like, well, you guys are acting your ass off. I just really don't care about this part of the plot.
That's kind of the problem.
Yeah,
that is kind of the problem. You know, I feel like that probably could have been handled a little better. But honestly, that's a problem that I think is like concurrent or reoccurring in a lot of Zack Snyder material, where like I feel like he often falls short in emotional investment in like small scenes like that.
Yeah.
Because he's all about the big scenes, and sometimes I feel like he doesn't know quite how to connect the small scenes.
Yeah, it definitely feels like maybe you should let like second AD like take a crack at that one or something, you know.
I mean, that being said, it's not the worst I've ever seen.
I've
definitely seen zombie movies with worse fucking plots than this.
Oh my god, yes.
And like least interesting and less interesting characters.
Which brings us to something that we said when we were watching the movie, which is if Zack Snyder just wants to direct Resident Evil movies at this point,
oh man,
he should.
I was watching this movie and kept thinking, man, Zack Snyder's Resident Evil would actually work.
Yeah,
like, that would be
totally
awesome.
Would.
It's kind of like how I feel like if he still wants to keep doing comic book adaptations. I know there's many people who like his DC stuff. I'm not the greatest fan, even though I liked his Justice League overall. I think he's better suited for something like Spawn.
Oh yeah,
something that's super visual. very simple in what's happening.
Yeah, really overblown, kind of stupid.
And allows him to, if he wants to, indulge in the pretentious, like philosophicaling that Spawn sometimes does.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It'd be fucking tailor-made for that guy because, I mean, at the end of the day, what is Spawn? He is a guy in a costume, a ridiculously huge sentient cape, and a machine gun. That's what he fucking is.
Because when you think about it, like, who's the character in Watchmen that he brought to life the best? Well, two characters. One was the comedian.
The comedian and Rorschach. Yeah.
Now, if he applies that kind of, like, eye to, like, a Spawn movie, it would work.
Oh, yeah, totally.
You know?
Yeah, totally work.
But much like that, I was watching this thinking, like, man, like, screw Paul W.S. Anderson, give the Resident Evil movies to this guy. Like, I think he would kick ass. Honestly, in general, I kind of wish Zack Snyder would make the transition into making smaller action horror projects like this, because I actually think he has a really good eye for them and making really cool stylistic action horror stuff.
Well, like, imagine if, like, Zack Snyder had done, like, the remake of Independence Day.
Ooh.
You know? Like, that actually have been pretty good.
That might have worked.
Like, that would have worked.
That might have worked. Yeah. Also, just a complete shout out right now, just to make it clear that I'm not, like, a complete Zack Snyder hater, I will defend the shit out of the Guardians of Ga'Hoole. his fucking animated owl movie. I love the shit out of that movie.
It's a pretty good flick.
Fucking like silly owl kid teaming up with a bunch of like owl like Justice League members to go fight Owl Hitler. I'm all about that movie. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, that's really neither here. Yeah, so you might be like, hey, you haven't really talked about the plot. No, fuck it, just watch it. A bunch of guys have to break into walled-off Las Vegas that's full of fucking zombies in order to get the money.
Yeah, there's a very simple conceit to this movie. Las Vegas had a zombie outbreak because of reasons. Las Vegas is locked off like Escape from New York. There is a vault in the middle of this casino with like 200 million or something dollars.
Ridiculous amount of cash.
Yeah. That a team has been put together to break in to get before a nuke is dropped on Las Vegas. That's the plot.
We got to get in and get the thing before the nuke falls.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? It's really good.
You know. You know what it kind of feels like? Actually, okay, this is a weird tangent or whatever. It kind of feels like Suicide Squad done way better. Like the first Suicide Squad, but done way better.
Yeah. No, right on. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Because you have a similar kind of like band of misfits like getting together.
Yeah, because everyone's an asshole.
Yeah,
like everyone's a really entertaining asshole. One of the things I was really impressed with that this movie, I don't know who to praise for this, but so just the whole team, just the whole movie. That moment in the heist / zombie movie, you know, curse your predictable yet inevitable betrayal.
Yeah.
I was amazed. That part was not, you see it coming a mile away. It is not boring.
Yeah.
It is not boring. I thought that was going to be terrible.
The thing is, if you've seen a heist movie, or if you've seen any Escape from New York style, this is a suicide mission, you've got to go in and get out. All those two movies all have one plot point in common, and that's that halfway through the infiltration, there's some sort of betrayal. And
and you see this one coming a mile away.
Oh yeah, and to the point where the movie kind of knows that you're expecting it.
Yeah. So like they throw some more curveballs at you because you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting him to do that.
Yeah, and they do a good job with it.
Yeah.
So anyway, Army of the Dead, I think it is a really good Zack Snyder movie. So for all those people that don't like how much I hate on Zack Snyder, I like this movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I highly recommend it. It is on Netflix right now. I guess with that said, we're going to move on to the spoilers so that we can actually talk in depth about our pros and cons. All right.
There we go.
Okay, then. All right, so let's start off with the criticisms. Let's start off with the fucking daughter plot.
Whoa. Oh god. Okay, so military dad has like a hippie volunteer like save the whales kind of daughter.
Yeah.
Tried and true fucking action movie trope.
Yeah, well, you have the basic cliche of something happened in the past. They haven't been talking to each other for a while. The plot of the movie forces them to get together again, and they have to like kind of reconcile or whatever. Reconcile. That's the word I'm looking for. They had to reconcile.
They had to re-crocodile.
Can you tell we've been up all night? We have to reconcile their differences, while also facing their ideological differences in the midst of the conflict. In this case, the ideological difference takes the form of 3 women that entered Las Vegas specifically to steal some money so that they...
Yeah, because it's still Las Vegas, so there's still like machines that got cash.
To steal some money for their kids, and were never seen. They never seen again. They never came back.
Yeah, they don't come out.
So she kind of wants to go in and find them and save them. Now, I do think that is a noble and understandable goal. The problem is, in the context of this movie, there is zero reason to believe these people are even alive.
Yeah. There's not like a mysterious message. There's nothing that tells you that they're alive.
And you
except the fact that it's a movie and a plot point.
Yeah. So her repeated attempts to try to find these people and save them is just getting the rest of the team killed.
Yeah. And when she does that thing where she's like, well, I'm going to go after these 2. That is, of course, when everything goes super fucking wrong. And so you're like... So here's the thing. Everyone gets killed except her and her dad. By the end of that shit, only she's alive.
Yeah.
Like, even the people she was going to save are, like, dead.
Oh, man, it's dark as shit for her, because not only at the end did she not save the people she wanted to save, she also loses her dad. Like...
Yeah. Just loses everything. And you're just sort of like, this is why Bautista was telling you to fucking stay behind.
Now, I will say this. I think it was part of the point that we were supposed to kind of feel that way about her, but it did kind of cross the threshold from, I know I'm supposed to be annoyed, to, now I'm just annoyed.
Yeah. Because you know that some stupid thing like this is going to happen. But, like, the amount of damage that it causes.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing. I might have even been able to accept that kind of thing if there was, like, some minute indication she had that confirmed them being alive.
Yeah.
So you could actually have the ideological conflict of, like, we know they're alive over there, we can go save them, but then you can have the dad being like, but what are we going to lose trying to go do that?
Yeah.
And that might work. But when you had it in the point where we, the audience, know they're alive, but she doesn't, and they don't.
Yeah.
I found myself siding with the dad. Like,
well, why wouldn't you? You're like, especially because at that point of the movie, they find out that the detonation of the nuclear bomb has been moved up by 24 hours.
Yeah.
And that's what's one of those, like, oh my god, now I gotta go find him. No, now we gotta leave because we've only got 45 minutes to get out of here.
I think the other thing is that, like, there's a scene between him and his daughter where they actually go into their emotional troubles. Because as they show us in a flashback, which was also a dream sequence, when the zombie outbreak happened, Bautista had to kill his wife and her mom. Same person. Had to kill the wife and mom. Because she had been turned and was attacking him. So we kind of are under the belief, as he is, that she's mad at him for doing that.
Yeah.
And then we find out that no, she's mad at him because after that happened, he stopped talking to her.
Yeah.
But it also sounds like he stopped talking to her because she was mad at him.
Yeah. It's a completely, like, a messy emotional situation.
Yeah.
You know, super messy.
It was a messy emotional situation, but I also just found myself slightly confused by the end of it.
Yeah, well, I like the scene where they're, like, fucking confronting each other.
Yeah, I like
everything.
that, yeah.
That was a good moment.
Yeah.
The one at the end where, like, Bautista is dying, I definitely felt like, oh my god, get on with it. Get on with it.
I did like the reoccurring joke of what he wants to make his not taco truck, a street truck.
Yeah. Food truck. Yeah.
Yeah, what he wants to make his food truck be dedicated to.
Yeah.
Lobster rolls.
Hey, he's not wrong. It's a great choice.
All I'm saying is I'm totally down for the artisan
grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yes. Okay, here's the thing. We have our complaints here, but we're still laughing at these jokes. We're still engaged. Like,
it's still a great movie, because the thing is that the heist part of the movie and the zombie part of the movie are amazing.
And There is one weird one that I felt like came out of nowhere when it was just like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm attracted to you. When Bautista and that one.
Right. Yeah.
That one. Okay, I don't think the plot twist there was bad. Of like, oh, I'm actually attracted to you and I want to be with you. I just felt like it was one extra layer of like emotional entanglement in the 11th hour of the movie that wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
Like I felt like if you had just stuck with the we've been partners forever, we're gonna do this forever, I'm not gonna let you go alone or whatever, and then she gets killed like she does in the movie. I don't think you needed the we used to be
dating. Yeah.
I don't think you needed that on top of it. It felt like
that one didn't bother me as much because that's got a really great resolution.
It does have a great resolution.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Yes. Oh man.
Dude, when people die in this movie, they fucking die. It's great. My favorite being the betrayer. His death is the most glorious. Mr. Military-looking dude.
Yeah. Mr. Dude who kind of looks like Rob Lowe.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, he fucking betrays the team, leaves them behind, and then like he's like, haha, I'm gonna get away. So at this point, what happens? Of course, Tiger shows up.
Well, I also like it because they like this is some great screenwriting 101 stuff. Foreshadowing is done reasonably well in this because you have every time that Tiger shows up, he always has that line of like, God, I fucking hate that thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So like when it shows up at the very end and he ends up getting killed by it, like it's a nice payoff to the setup.
Yeah, well, I also love the bit where like the Tiger charges in with the rest of the army of the dead and then just sees a car and it's just like, I'm just gonna sit on this. Cat.
That reminds me, the army of the dead in question. Okay, so one of the things that this movie kind of adds to normal zombie, to the of the dead kind of zombie lore.
Yeah.
Since this is a of the dead movie, is that the zombies in this movie have an origin zombie, an original zombie, the zombie that turns all other zombies, the patient zero.
Yeah.
And in this movie, that zombie is intelligent. It's kind of like Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
Day of the Dead.
Well, he's way more intelligent than Bud.
Oh, he's more like the guy in Land of the Dead.
Yes.
You ever seen Land of the Dead?
Yeah.
He's a very intelligent zombie, and he kind of becomes this zombie king that rules over the zombie kingdom in Vegas.
Yeah.
To the point where when they first enter Vegas, one of the people who's been making trips in and out of Vegas for a while now, their Vegas Coyote, reveals that they have to like give something to the zombies, like a some sort of tribute to the zombies, so that the zombies will just let them pass and let them go. The smart zombies, because there's the
shamblers.
There's 3 levels of zombies in this. There is the original zombie, who is the zombie king, the origin of all zombies. There are the zombies that he directly creates by biting people, and those are the alphas. And then there are the zombies created by the alphas biting people, and those are just the shamblers, just your average
And
dumb
the
zombies.
and the alphas are at least human intelligent, extremely fast, incredibly agile.
Oh yeah, and strong.
And super strong.
Yeah, like some people are being thrown around like fucking crazy.
Yeah. Let me put it this way. King Zombie here is so fucking smart. You know what he's got? A helmet.
Yep, he wears a helmet and he rides a zombie horse, which is pretty damn cool. He's like a horseman of the apocalypse, I swear.
Yeah.
Actually, they make more allusions to him being like Zeus, which is the thing.
Well, yeah.
Because
they go to the
Olympian?
The Olympian Hotel is where he like his thing is at.
And he's got like a big staff that he carries.
Yeah.
And this is a really cool take on the zombie, because you actually do have a zombie leader and his zombie army. And so like when the betrayer ends up revealing the actual point of the plan, which is not the money. The money is just to get people to go in and to basically escort this guy in. And the plan is to get ahead of one of the alphas so that
they can run experiments on it.
They can run experiments with that head and turn other people into zombies and create their own zombie armies.
Yep.
Is basically the plan. And the alpha he chooses is the zombie queen, the lover of the zombie king, who is probably the most amazing zombie in this movie. I love the zombie queen. She's great.
So cool.
She's like a fucking banshee. It's awesome.
Like, oh.
she's got total like energy of like Return of the Living Dead 3.
Oh fuck yeah,
like fucking goth chick with like all these spikes in her.
She's totally like this is like Julie if Julie just had no guilt. She's like, nah, fuck it, I'm a zombie. Just gonna fucking kill people now.
You want to talk about monster fucker fall? Like, holy shit.
Oh, man.
This zombie's gonna make you feel things if you're attracted to women. I'm just saying this.
Yes. It's really good. It's so awesome. But, like, the thing is that, of course, like, killing the queen turns out to be really bad idea. Because, of course, it's a really bad idea.
Well, to be fair, at first they don't kill her. They just take her head. And so she's still alive, but she's just a head.
Yeah.
But as far as the Zombie King's concerned, she's dead.
Yeah.
And on top of her being dead, we find out that Zombie King can also breed.
Yeah.
Because he impregnated her, but now that impregnated baby is dead too
because they removed the Zombie Queen's head.
Yeah.
And the body just died.
And so like he now has to he's now like he's on a vengeance quest to get these fucking people because like he let them into their domain and left them alone and they killed his wife and his future kid.
Yep.
And so now he means business.
Yeah. Oh man, the scene where he actually pulls the fetus out.
Oh
of the
man,
great.
That scene is great. The zombie Jesus moment.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm sitting there watching that going, wait, what would have happened if that was born?
Yeah.
Like, what would the zombie,
what would it be? Yeah, what would it be like?
The second generation of zombies, what would they be like? The ones that are just born ones.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe there were super zombies. Maybe not. You know, we don't know.
Almost for that reason alone, I would totally watch an Army of the Dead too.
Yeah, well, like, the other thing that was really interesting is that both the zombie king and the fetus of his, like, you know, dead kid have this weird blue energy.
Yeah, which indicated to me that the kid was probably going to be a lot like him.
Yeah.
It was probably going to be like a king too, basically.
Yeah, he would be another alpha that could also
create alphas.
Make other alphas.
Which, by the way, one of the alphas in this movie is that fucking tiger thing, which I just want you to picture in your head when you see this movie, because that means that this zombie guy fucking took on a tiger by hand and bit it.
Won. Yeah, and won.
Which is amazing. Because this is a big fucking tiger.
Oh, yeah. No, this ain't it's a CGI monster, man.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like, nah, let's make it full-grown tiger.
Oh,
fuck this little shit.
It's fucking
This
great.
cat sits on you, you're dead. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Some other things I really liked in this movie. Okay. A relationship that I really liked in this movie is the safecracker dude. And
dude,
the dude with the saw.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Those two's like animosity at the beginning because he's just so annoyed that the guy the guy with the saw is one of their old time war buddies basically. He's
the demolitions expert.
Yeah, they fought the zombies together and were on the front lines together when the zombie outbreak first happened. So he knows what to do.
Yeah.
And he's really annoyed that the safecracker guy is going with them that has zero experience with anything. He doesn't even know how to fire a gun at first.
Yeah.
So, like, he's constantly getting annoyed at the very beginning, but over the course of the movie, because they have to work together, because you need both the demolition guy and you need the safecracker to get into the safe.
Yeah.
So they have to work closely together for most of this movie, and they eventually become, like, best bros.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, that whole sequence is great. Like, the whole fucking... I love the fucking... One of the other things that were really good about the movie is the on-the-nose music cues.
Oh, yeah.
And the on-the-nose fucking... like mythical references, like the Olympus Hotel, the guy being like Zeus.
Well, here's something I actually really liked about the movie, because like what I liked about the on-the-nose music cues in this movie is that on the surface, because a lot of the music cues they use in this movie are covers.
Yeah.
They use kind of covers that are a slightly different style than the original song, so they almost sound like ironic music cues.
Yeah.
But then when you like actually think about it, they're actually really on the nose music cues and not ironic.
Well, yeah. Because like before everything goes like horribly, horribly wrong, where they start playing like "This Is the End" by the Doors.
Yeah.
You know.
So like you have that initial laugh of like, oh, this is the end is happening while they're entering, but you also have the other laugh of like, this is kind of a more upbeat version of "This Is the End" than usual.
Yeah.
Than the Doors version.
Yeah, it's both on the nose and ironic.
Yeah.
You know, it was really well done.
Which I thought this was like some of the best use of music that Snyder's done since like the opening of Watchmen.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So yeah, I really like that. I also, okay, all right. Most hated character, but the character you kind of love to hate is the fucking security guard guy.
Oh yeah.
The guy who's...
Oh yeah, the obvious asshole.
Yeah, the guy who played Shades on Luke Cage, he plays this security guard who's basically... Okay, so in this movie, there's some political commentary going on here because when the zombie outbreak happens, there's a camp that's set up for the people that were injured during the zombie outbreak, but they don't know for sure if they were bit.
Yeah.
So it's like a little containment camp in which these people could be dangerous, but we're not sure.
Yeah.
So we're kind of putting them in quarantine together. And there's this obvious metaphor that the government knows they're not actually in quarantine, but they're not not actually dangerous, but they don't actually give a shit.
They also make it very clear that, like, even though they never mention it by name or never show them, like, clearly Trump administration is.
Oh yeah, well, because the point in which they go, like, he was gonna drop the bomb on the 4th of July, because
yeah,
it'd be very cool. That definitely doesn't sound like Biden. Is what I'm saying. It definitely doesn't sound like Biden.
Oh man.
So you kind of have like a government catastrophe, like what do you call it when the government fumbles something? Oh, I don't know. Like,
yeah, you got this huge calamity going on.
Comedy of errors happening with the government there. But like this one guy is a security guard for one of those camps, and he basically abuses his power as a security guard at those camps to basically like hit on the women that are in the camp.
Yeah.
Like literally like, hey, you better do what I say or I'm going to tell them that you're bit.
Yeah.
And they'll believe me because shoot on sight.
Yeah.
They won't know until you're dead.
Yep.
And even then, they're probably not going to check after you're dead.
Yeah, so, like, that guy's an asshole.
FEMA camp. It's basically a FEMA camp.
Yeah.
You know, like after, like Katrina and shit.
Yeah. So that asshole, so you hate that guy immediately.
Oh, yeah. And this guy is eventually put up as a tribute to the zombies so that they can get through.
Yeah.
And this also means that, the thing is, it turns out the people that are given up for tribute aren't used as food, they're turned into alphas. So at the end of the movie, you get a final confrontation between him and the women that he abused. And I like that. It
was a good one. Yeah, it was a good little moment. Yeah.
It's great. So yeah, I dug this movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I don't think it's perfect. I think his Dawn of the Dead movie is probably his superior zombie movie. But I think in the pantheon of Zack Snyder movies, this is definitely towards the top.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Is there anything else you wanted to say?
I think that's it. It's a good movie. It's a good movie, but they're definitely going to be...
Oh!
Yeah?
One minor thing that I noticed briefly. Okay, so there's a scene at the end of this movie, and I don't know if this was like a result of a chaotic shoot. So Bautista is going down these stairs to get to his daughter.
Oh yeah.
Who is saving these two other women as they're being attacked by a bunch of zombies and the Zombie King. And so he gets down the stairs, and the door is blocked off by a bunch of beds that have been put up against it. And when he goes down the stairs, he's got his normal machine gun that he has throughout the movie.
Rifle thing.
Now this machine gun has on it a grenade launcher. So he busts through the door, and he sees that the Zombie King's coming down the hallway towards his daughter, and he pulls out a different grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Other than the one he had in his hand, and the other gun is just disappeared.
Just gone. Yeah.
At this point,
and you're like,
and he fires the grenade launcher at the Zombie King, and then runs inside. And runs back into the door and brings his daughter into the door, and they go up the stairs. And he runs up the stairs, and he has the grenade launcher in his hand. And then it cuts to him coming out the door.
And he has the regular assault rifle.
No, he doesn't have anything anymore. The grenade launcher disappeared at that point. It's like when you it reminded me of when you're playing a video game and you get to a cutscene and like something from your normal play isn't in the cutscene.
Yeah.
So like you're running with the sword and then the cutscene happens and the sword's in the sheath now.
Yeah. You're like, oh wait a minute. Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me. And honestly, it's not like a big problem or anything. It was just a small little thing I noticed.
Yeah, it was just a funny thing to notice where you're like, whoa,
machine gun. Oh, grenade launcher. Oh, nothing now.
Yeah, but there's a lot of cutting, so it's not a deal breaker.
No, it's not a deal breaker.
It's just one of those things where if you notice, you're just sort of like, wow, apparently in order to get a machine gun, a grenade launcher to really kill a zombie king, you have to redraw it.
Yeah.
And then fire, Can't just use the one you got.
I can only assume that he just ripped it off of his normal gun and used it.
Or something. Yeah. It's just one of those dumb little things. Dumb little errors in a movie.
All right, so with all that said, where can they find you, Count Jackula?
Oh, you can find me on Twitch at Count_Jackula, where I stream twice a week, every Thursday and Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Would love to see you there. We always have a good time talking about whatever the fuck we're gonna talk about. It's always a surprise. You can also follow me on Twitter at JackSatanWave, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Satanic Jackula. And with that, where can they find you?
Y'all know me. I'm the Horror Guru. You can find me at the Horror Guru on Twitter, on Twitch, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Just look up the Horror Guru or Blood Splattered Cinema, and I'll be there.
Yeah, you've been using the Instagram a lot.
Yeah, I've been posting like selfies and pictures of the cat. Because people like the cat.
People like the cat. Yeah, people like Gomez.
Absolutely. So go there if you want to see pictures of Gomez and pictures of my fucking mug. And if you made it this far into the vlog, I want you to put in your comments below, and I do want you to comment below, #ZombieTiger. So put #ZombieTiger if you made it this far into the vlog. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you're notified of my videos immediately upon their upload. And if you would like to help out either of us more directly, be sure to check out our Patreon pages. And remember, if you decide to go the Patreon route, even $1 a month can go a long way. And with all that said, I think we're going to go record another vlog, actually. So
yeah,
we're going to do that.